Okay, guys. So the other day, Juan asked me for a video about collocations. Now, the thing that you need to understand about the word collocation is it all comes from Latin, you see. So if you take the word well, that came into Spanish as con, and in Portuguese it's com, for example. So collocation just means with location. Kind of two things that go together. Okay, so if we consider first an example in Spanish, then it's going to be easier to understand it in English. So, for example, if you think about the word proporcionar, dar, and obsequiar, pretty much those words mean the same thing. All right. Well, not exactly, but pretty much. And then we've got un paso. Yeah. Can you proporcionar un paso? No. Can you obsequiar un paso? No. Can you dar un paso? Yes. So even though these words kind of mean the same thing, the one that collocates, the one that kind of like goes click, the one that kind of fits into place, o sea, dar como que embona con un paso. Okay, so that means that this is a collocation. Now, the same thing happens in all languages, including English. So, if we think about the words large, big, and huge, pretty much they mean the same thing. Mm? But opportunity. So, hay que encontrar las palabras o la palabra que embonen con la palabra opportunity. Can you say large opportunity? No, you cannot. Can you say big opportunity? Yes, you can. Can you say huge opportunity? Yes, you can. So these two words collocate. So I know what you're thinking. You might be thinking, well, if large and big mean the same thing, why does large not collocate with opportunity? Well, the same reason, because proporcionar doesn't collocate with un paso. Okay, so unfortunately, collocations are just kind of random. Okay, so do and make. I mean, pretty much they mean the same thing. So do you say do the bed or make the bed? Well, you say make the bed. Okay. And there's not really much logic behind it. It's just a case of learning that this word kind of goes with this word. Como que esa palabra embona con esa otra. Okay? Take, have, and make a shower. Well, you can say take a shower. You can also say have a shower. So they work. Make a shower. I mean, you could say that, but it's got like a different meaning. It means like fabricar. Like I need to make a shower at the weekend. So voy a sacar mi herramienta y blah blah blah. So we don't usually do that, right? Okay, fine. Fully and completely. They mean the same thing. They mean the same thing, but only one of these words can kind of collocate with aware. Solamente un de estas embona con aware. Y la respuesta es fully. Mm? So you might be thinking, well, if fully aware and if fully and completely mean the same thing, why can we only use fully? Well, the same reason you can't say proporcionar un paso. Yeah? And what about this one? Do or make your hair? The answer there would be do your hair. So do your hair is like, for example, if you're going to go to a party or something, you know, you could say, for example, some of the girls in the class, oh, I need to do my nails, I need to do my hair, no? Como que peinarme bonito, or pintarme bien las uñas, something like that, okay? What about do a relationship or have a relationship? Again, it's have, guys. So, solamente una embona. Entonces, collocation se refiere a when two words kind of work together, cuando embonan. Ese es el collocation. Okay? And then we have take a seat, have a seat, and make a seat. Well, all three work. So, for example, if somebody comes into your office, you could say, please come in, take a seat. Or you could say, please come in, have a seat. Make a seat does make sense, but it's more like what a carpenter would do. I'll say, make a seat is lo que hace un carpintero. Okay? Uh-huh. Break or fracture the ice. So break and fracture kind of mean the same thing. So I'm not sure what happened here. I'm sorry. Break, romper, and fracture, fracturar. But I mean, do we say break the ice or fracture the ice? Well, the answer is break the ice. I mean, I guess it's the same in Spanish. For example, like conté una broma para romper el hielo. We wouldn't really say conté una broma para fracturar el hielo, right? So it's one of those cases where just because these words kind of go together. Yeah? All right. Como anillo al dedo. Okay. Here's one that's a little bit different in English and Spanish. Pay and put attention. So in Spanish, ponemos atención. But in English, pagas atención. You can't. I mean, many students say put attention, but it doesn't make sense. That's a literal translation from Spanish. In English, you pay attention. O sea, la atención la pagas. Okay. All right, let's have a look at this one, which might seem relevant for this point in time. Catch a cold, get a cold, and take a cold. Well, catch a cold is, yep, you can say that. That means contagiarse de un resfriado. You could also say get a cold. For example, wear your hat, otherwise you will get a cold. However, take a cold doesn't make sense. Okay, so these words, these two, kind of match with this one, but this one doesn't. Okay, cool. What about this one? Catch a job, take a job, or apply for a job. The only two that are possible are take a job. Mm, for example, except I decided to take a job in London or whatever. I applied for a job in Mexico City. O sea, hice la aplicación. However, catch a job doesn't make sense. Okay. Now, guys, that's just a very, very brief introduction to the concept of collocation. There are hundreds and thousands of collocations in English and in Spanish, so obviously I can't cover all of the collocations of the English language in one video. The idea of this video is just to get you familiar with the concept, the idea, the notion of what a collocation is. Okay? I hope this helps, guys.